Round 7 of Super Rugby for footytips.com.au. Greg Growden alongside Sam Bruce. Greg, we kick it off across the Tasman on Friday night with the Hurricanes hosting the Rebels.
Not a bad game. I think the Hurricanes will win this pretty well. The Rebels have played okay, but they're starting to look a bit frayed. I see Dom Shipley's out for quite a while. So I think this will be a pretty easy win for the home side.
Bowden Barrett a chance to be rested while the Rebels are getting Jack Debrasini back this week.
Yeah, Debrasini is not a bad player, but I don't think that's going to change. I know Barrett being out could really affect the way the Rebels play in both the Hurricanes, but I still feel overall the Rebels have been trying so hard. I think there's one of these games where they could just collapse. So this could be it.
Reds and Lions following that up at Suncorp Stadium on Friday night. The Reds have got a host of stars back. James O'Connor, Quade Cooper, James Horwell. While the Lions, they were pretty gutsy in that come from behind win over the Rebels.
They were. Probably the Rebels should have won that. They sort of deflated badly in the last 10 minutes. But the Lions are a gutsy side. They play a good style of football, but the Reds, with the big guns coming back and Quade Cooper, you'll see them completely transform. So at last, a bit of excitement in Brisbane and actually a Reds win. Who would have thought that?
James O'Connor playing on the wing?
Yeah, I think that's probably where he'll be in the test side, so it's worth a try. It's an interesting one, but I think you'll see him sneaking in quite a lot and working off Quade Cooper's left and right shoulder.
Saturday afternoon, it's the Chiefs and the Cheetahs over there at Waikato Stadium. The Chiefs coming home from South Africa, while the Cheetahs, they were pretty good for 45 minutes against the Crusaders. Then they lost Willie LaRue and it was curtains.
This could be an upset. I know Chiefs should be the outright favourites, but the Chiefs are coming back. Long trip. Cheetahs have been over there now for about 10 days. I know it sounds weird, but I'm going to tip the Chiefs, but it wouldn't shock me if the Cheetahs get up here. I know it seems weird, but this could be the upset game.
Skipper Liam Messam cleared for the Chiefs in that one as well. Highlanders Stormers following that match over at Forsyth Bar. It looks to be the game of the round. Yeah, Stormers' first game away on tour, while the Highlanders looking to bounce back from what was a pretty tight and an unlucky loss to the Hurricanes last Friday.
Exactly. The Highlanders I've been really impressed with this year, and the Stormers have been the surprise packet. This is a team I did not expect to go so well. Again, you are right. The best game of the round. It will be good, fast football. Highlanders are great to watch. Stormers have got themselves together. This one's simply home ground. Nothing more. Probably only a point or two.
Waratahs and the Blues at Allianz Stadium on Saturday night. Of course, the Waratahs coming off an incident-heavy match there against the Brumbies on Sunday afternoon. While the Blues, they're still winless. They had the week off last week, and John Kirwan still feeling the heat.
Usually what? Now, as long as the Waratahs play with handkerchiefs in their mouth and keep their mouth shut, they should be right, and they should win this by about 30.
30-point flogging coming up for the Blues.
Yep.
That's not good news for the fans in Auckland. What impressed you about the Waratahs on Sunday?
What impressed me was a lot of the invisible men in the Waratahs team re-emerged. Michael Hooper played a lot better. So did Will Skelton, who's been struggling with confidence, and Israel Folau. His game was transformed. He was struggling until this game, and his involvement in about 3 or 4 attacking manoeuvres won them the game. So they're not quite there yet, but you can see the momentum going. And I think over the next month, you'll see the Waratahs back to their best.
Do you like Folau popping up at number 13?
Yes, I do, and I think you'll see him there a lot more. And probably with Kurandrani out for the Brumbies for quite a while, that could be where he sits at the test number 13. I'd probably prefer Ashley Cooper at 13 in the test team and play Folau at fullback. But yes, you'll see that quite often. And after seeing how he was able to go around the outside of Kurandrani on that game, he shows he's got the pace to do it. It just now depends. If they want to play him at 13, it's his defence. That's the situation where you've got to worry about.
Sharks and the Force over there in Durban later Saturday night. The Sharks narrow win over the Chiefs, while the Force, they probably deserved to beat the Bulls.
They did. I was impressed with them. They put in, and they just fell away. This game's easier at the sea level, but I've just got a feeling the Sharks are now starting to get their legs. I know Bismarck du Plessis is out for a while after a little kicking affair there, but they haven't got bad depth, the Sharks. And the Force, again, they're determined, they try, but they haven't got the finishes. Even though Cole Godwin did play very, very well last weekend.
He did indeed. The Bulls and the Crusaders wrapping up round 7 over there at Loftus. The Bulls, as we said, probably a little bit lucky, while the Crusaders, have they turned the corner in season 2015?
I think so. I think that 40-point win over the Cheetahs will get the momentum going. This is the big test, going straight from home to the Veldt. I thought the Bulls, they're an average team. So if the Crusaders are going to do something this year, this is the game they've got to really make their mark. So, yes, I think the Crusaders by maybe 5 or 6 points.
Richie McCaw should be back in that one after a rest last week. Okay, Greg, recapping your tips. They are the Hurricanes, the Reds, the Chiefs, the Highlanders, the Waratahs, the Sharks and the Crusaders. Taking a look at the overall ladder now on footytips.com.au, and it's Ryan Eddington leading on 33 points. There's a host of 5 players on 32, including Billy Vass, whose avatar is the great George Costanza.
Mate, big fan of George. I wonder if Big Bill wears the man's ear. Should give him a call.
On the ESPN Scrum Superstars ladder, it's Paul Marclou and Stavros leading on 33. Greg, you're on 30, but did you make a silly little mistake last week?
I made the fatal mistake. I actually forgot to put the tips in, but I thought, really, it's handicap time. I've got to give everyone else a fair go. So, but from now on, they'll be there.
You're a man of the people. Of course, remember to enter your tips every week at footytips.com.au for your chance to win an all expenses paid trip to the Bledisloe Cup in Auckland this year. Greg, which game most excites you this weekend?
Actually, this might sound a bit strange, the Waratahs Blues game, because this will be the game to see whether the Waratahs are actually showing a bit of momentum and actually will play like a defending champion.
Saturday night, the pick of round 7.